So after this gap, if you're continuing the video, that means you will have to, yeah, after you see this is what we call a previous day high. The reason why is because this high, it is the highest, it was the highest was not here. This might be the high, but it's not higher than this one. And as you can see back here, it's Friday, and here it's Monday, and here it's Tuesday. So if you started to watch this content, you are lost. This the previous one. I would want you to go and watch that first before moving to this one, because this one is the continuation of that one. It's just because of its time. So I cannot teach these things in one video just because of I will have to explain more further for people to understand, because you will have to understand that here we are not playing lotto, so it's more risky. You just have to be always knowing what you are going to be doing. Ne? So without wasting too much time, let's continue with our lesson. So what happened there? Let's go deep. Let's go deep. Do you see what happened there? So once we are in 30 minutes, as you can see, even here there was an invention. First, if you have a look at, do you see here? This is an invention. If you have a look at, like, some folks will not even understand what's even going on here. Like, now we are lost. Why is he now doing these so many gaps? Like this gap. Let me remove this first one. But it's an hour gap. This one. So as you can see, this gap it's inside here. Like, but the main gap that was supposed, like, this is the invention favorable gap, but this one is an entry. But this one is for you to know where the market is likely to go, just because of, as you can see, the market had already disrespected the high. So what high is that? We we will take you. So we will take you. Let me remove this gap. I don't want you to get confused. I don't want a lot of things to mess up. So what's going on here? This is a fib. Like, what do we use this fib to do? Let's say, imagine, let's say the rally didn't even start. Ne? Some people they be like, you're starting to scam us. How can you imagine while the rally is there? maybe he doesn't know how to trade. Like I do show my trades. You can go to even here, you can look for them. So I do show my trades, but so what's going on here? You'll be asking yourself, what's this? What is it now showing us? This is a fib. So it used to measure. There's a discount and a premium. So we measured this before the market rallied up. Ne? So it gave us that the market is going to go up here on the OTE. This 0.62, it's where our entry is. Yes. That's where our entry was. Where was our stop loss? But it's now showing us that it was supposed to reach, but it even reached the full TP. It was supposed to be taken here, but you don't take it full. Like let's say you can open a one lot size, then you can take 0.30 here, you take 0.20 here, and you take the full here on the PM session. This is not the fib here. Here is not the fib, but you know where the market was going just because of before you had this zone. This zone is a previous day high. Why is it a previous day high? It's a previous day high because it's a previous day high. It's not a previous day low. If if you can see that it is high here, it's not low. That means it's high. So why is this Friday low called SL liquidity? It's called SL liquidity, even though it can be a previous, like we can even take a 3 day range. It's called a it can even call it can you can even call it a previous day high, day low, even though it's on a 3 day range. It doesn't mean that a day low it's yesterday, but even though day low it's yesterday, it's still called a previous day low because if it's yesterday, there's nothing you can call it. So these things goes with experience. So you just have to be experienced enough for you to be able to handle what's going on here. So without wasting too much further time, let me show you what's going to happen here. When how are we going to enter? Because lastly we ended here on Asian, on that video. We ended here on Asian. So after ending at Asian, we had to go to 2. So guys, what you just have to differentiate between us and other traders is just that as we don't just draw some lines from here and here, from here, just like this. and tell you to buy here. We don't do that. We just take you straight forward. Like we don't just draw these lines and tell you whatever people might be telling you. We don't cross the lines. If you see a line crossed on this YouTube channel, unsubscribe. You're afraid to unsubscribe. So now we are taking the London session. This is the London session. Why is it a London session? It's a London session because it's a London session. You cannot have to ask why is it a London session while you know that it's a London session because it's a London session. So it's a London session because this range happens from 2 to 5. 2 to 5, I call it London session. 2 to 5, I call it London session. So guys, you just always have to be ready when it comes to the market, because the market doesn't do the same thing. Sometimes it can go to London low. If it doesn't go to London low and you can see that it's not going to London low, don't force the market to go to London low. Just think, where will the market want to go if it doesn't want to go on London low? That's the only thing that you just have to ask yourself, like where the market is going to go if it doesn't go to the London low. So as you can see, we are only using time. Like we don't have we don't have some Holy Ghost things. Like we don't even have that. So we are only just using time. Only time. Time is what matters on us. We work on time. The market works on time. Like a market is like a bus. You go and catch it on time. Like if they say the bus come at 5 o'clock, that means already 5 minutes before 5 o'clock we must be there waiting to see how the bus is coming. So you cannot just go there at 5 o'clock and you ask yourself, why is the bus not here? And you find that the bus came 2 minutes before. So let us show you how it's done. So this is from 7 up until there. Ne? So up until there, what do we call this? We call this a New York session. So thank God my screen is not recording. I was going to delete this video at once, like you're going to get shocked. So we call it a New York law. Ne? After a New York law, what happened here? You might I have to ask yourself what might have happened there. So how are we going to do it? We're going to measure the first range and take it there. Just like this can make things clear for you. As you can see, let us remove this line. Yeah, just like this. As you can see now, we're on the New York now. Ne? So while now we are on the New York, if you are sm- if you're a smart trader, That means you really know, or if you've been listening attentively, that means you're going to know why did we buy here. It's always obvious. Not that there were not opportunities, like there are always opportunities, but what matters most is for you to know how to grab those opportunities. There are always opportunities in the market. Like you can even enter here, yeah, like you take this high, you enter here when the market it was coming back to near low, just because of you knew that there was still this previous day high. That means the market you were supposed to enter here, a buy up until then. So how were you going to enter that buy? That's not tricky, but it can confuse you as a beginner, but it won't confuse you for the rest of your life. So let us show you what's going on here. Why is it drawing so many lines? It's not so many lines. Is the is the half past eight candle on Wednesday? So this half past eight candle, it does have an impact here. So this video, let's cut it here. We are going to just continue explaining on the second episode.